One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down, and this one will be stopped for no gain. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go and make a statement today.
And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. On the move and looking deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. The throw. Got it in the middle. It's Fitzpatrick. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Out of the gun to give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Moving away from pressure. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Off the play fake on first down. Looking down the middle. He's got it. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown Ducks! The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
This time it's complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. On a little time, lets it go. Got his man downfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there in the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. On the move, he fires. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. This time on target. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Oklahoma State!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To the air on first down. Fires on the move. He's open on the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. He's taking the deep shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the...
He's going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. The short hands, it's Fitzpatrick. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Fitzpatrick. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 6th play of the drive coming up. Back to pass. Gets rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Cowboys are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Touchdown, Cowboys! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside.
You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now